This is what everybody is talking about right now. The Fed has just lowered rates by 1/2 point. What does that mean for you? What does that mean for me? And honestly, we're going to go through all three people. If you're a real estate professional, real estate agent, real estate mortgage officer, we're going to go through what does that mean for you? What does that mean for active investors like myself? What am I doing today to adapt to that and ride that wave? And then if you're just getting started, we're going to be giving you a step-by-step how to take advantage of this opportunity. 1/2 point, that's a big deal. We're going to be talking about exactly how you can ride that wave as a newbie. We're going to be hanging out on the whiteboard the whole entire time, so let's get started. So if you're an active investor, somebody like me, we'll get into a couple of stories, houses that I'm dealing with right now. If I want to buy more houses, I want to get into the investment world a little bit heavier. What will I be doing as somebody who's already gotten a start, has a lot of momentum? But I want to start with real estate professionals. Right now with real estate professionals, the number one person that's going to see an uptick with this are going to be loan officers. Okay, loan officers are going to see a massive uptick with this. Why is that? Well, because there's going to be a lot of people that are refinancing their mortgages. We're seeing a massive growth in the refinance world right now. That doesn't mean anything for people that are trying to buy real estate or buy and sell real estate. That leaves real estate agents actually out of the transaction. These are homeowners who are going to loan officers saying, hey, I want to refinance my home. You don't need a real estate agent for that. Nobody's using a real estate agent for a loan refinance. And 1/2 point is a big deal. It could save you hundreds of dollars every single month. And with inflation going up and still high, I think that's actually kind of the bad part of lowering interest rates, is that inflation is going to spike again. But that's okay. That's not what we're worried about. Loan officers are going to make a lot of money. And so you're going to see a massive amount of people starting to hire loan officers. So I tell people all the time that if you're going to jump into any sort of job in real estate, I would choose to be a loan officer. The problem is it's very much feast or famine. So we saw back in 2022 what was happening with loan officers. They were making a ton of money because interest rates were really high. People are refinancing, people are buying houses like crazy. Then when the rates go up, there were mass layoffs. People that are loan officers, people that are processors, people that are underwriters, and everybody else in between lost their jobs. Loan officers went back out and said, oh my gosh, I don't have anything to do or a way to make money. This is going to start all over again. They're going to start hiring loan officers, underwriters, mortgage processors, and they're going to have to handle all of the wave of refinances that are happening in the market. So that's something big that's going to happen. Money's going to surge. People are going to refinance, and I don't think it's actually going to change the real estate market that much. Real estate agents, you're going to see some listings go up a little bit. Okay, listings agents are going to get some more listings. More homeowners are going to start selling houses. I honestly don't think 1/2 point is keeping people from buying houses right now. I think interest rates coming down again in the fall. I believe that by December of this year, you're going to see a surge in buyers hitting the market. I think that we need to come down a full percentage point to really make a massive difference. Right now, the number one thing that's going to change is refinances. Okay, it's a big deal. We were expecting 1/4 point, we got 1/2 point. So refinances are going to go through the roof, and people that are saying, hey, I'm not cash flowing on my rental, I might have done the BRRRR strategy, things aren't really working out for me on this BRRRR strategy, 1/2 point makes a justified refinance. However, if I'm a homeowner, I'm probably not deciding whether I want to be a homeowner or not a homeowner over a couple $100s a month. Okay, we're not going to see a massive surge of buyers hitting the market, but we are going to see a massive surge of agents and listings, hoping that these sellers that have been sitting on the sidelines saying, I can't sell my property because rates are so high. I think that people are going to refresh their listings. I think people that had expired listings last month, about 75,000 expired listings happened last month. Those 75,000 listings will all hit back on the market with a different agent, hoping that they have a second chance at hitting the market. And now buyers can afford a lower payment, justifying the purchase of their home. So you're going to see a lot of these things happen. Again, I still don't think transactions are going to surge other than refinances. Now, for real estate investors, active investors, what we're doing is we're taking a couple of things off our table, meaning I'm going to take some chips off the table. Every time rates go down, I know that there's going to be some of the houses in my portfolio that are going to bump up a little bit in value, or at least perceived value, and it's a good time for me to throw them on the market. So right now, we are actively throwing 25 houses on the market to see. We're just testing, because it doesn't really cost us much money to throw things on the market, a couple $100. And I want to see if I can get the number I want out of these individual single family homes now that rates have gone a little bit down, the ability for people to afford those houses has gone up. I'm testing right now 25 houses to see if I can get my desired number. Now, if I get my desired number, I will get rid of these 25. Now, we have 300 single family homes in the portfolio, but 25 of them I think are ripe. They're ready for us to make some money on. So I'll take 25 of them, sell them, and I will do a consolidation, okay? We will consolidate them into a larger asset. So what I'll do is I'll sell 25 of them. I'll do a 1031 and roll those into an RV park, a small multifamily park, something along those lines so that the money is now consolidated into one asset. So 25 will equal one asset. And I will do a 1031, therefore avoiding the taxes, which is great. Another thing that I'll be doing is, as an active investor, something that we do on the side. We never fix and flip as a full-fledged business. We will start doing a little bit more fixing and flipping, because what happens when rates go down just a little bit is the market goes up just gradually over the next couple of months, which is nice. And so if you're buying a flip today, and we bought one today in Kansas, okay? We bought one for $500,000. The value of it today is worth $1.1 million after we put a couple $100,000 into it. So we have the potential, buy it for 500, okay? And if you guys are ever wondering where can I get money for these types of transactions, we use a company called myinvestorloan.com, okay? So My Investor Loan, they will give me the $500,000 that's needed. I will then renovate that property. We'll put it back on the market for 1.1 million, and we'll make a couple $100,000 after fees and construction costs, et cetera. So this is something I will do a lot more of when rates are going down. If rates are going up, I stop buying fix and flips, because what happens is now the market's trending downward, and that target of 1.1 million, by the time I'm done with a 6-month renovation, the price of the house isn't worth 1.1 million. The price of the house is probably worth 980. And I'd be lucky to make any money on that deal, right? So when fix and flips are hot is when rates are on their way down. So 2020 through 2022, hot. We made millions of dollars on fix and flips, but we know that fixing and flipping is a temporary business. It's not a full-time business. You only play fix and flips when interest rates are going down, therefore guaranteeing that today the value of that house is 1.1 million. I know that within 6 months, the Fed is going to continually lower rates, which means that the prices of houses are going to continue to go up, which guarantees me at least to hit my 1.1 million benchmark. And then hopefully I'll hit my maybe 1.2, 1.3, hope, right? Because rates are actually going down. So those are things that a lot of active investors will do. They'll pick up some side projects, not technically developments. We'll do smaller fix and flips during this time frame, suck some extra money out of the marketplace, and then add some cash to our ability to go and buy more real estate, okay? Now, a lot of active investors are also doing refinances. Again, you're gonna say, you know what? This is a good time for us to pull some equity out of the marketplace and take some chips off the table while we can. So you'll see a lot of that activity, but will this help the sellers and the buyers out there in the real estate market? The answer is no. It's not gonna help anybody. And I think that half of a point is really not going to change anything for the consumer, right? Somebody that's looking to get into the marketplace, right? We've got hundreds of employees here in this office. I don't think any of our team members are gonna go, wow, half of a rate? I think it's time for me to buy a house now. I still think that houses are still way too unaffordable, and I think rates are way too high. I think if either A, prices have got to come down, which they won't because the demand is so high, or B, rates have got to come way down in order for us to have a surge. I think we've got to have another half of a point in a drop in order for people that are sitting on the sidelines to really surge into the marketplace and make anything of a difference. You have a lot of sellers that wish they could have sold their house, downsold, upgraded their home, but they can't sell their house because their house price is too high. People can't afford to buy the house at that price. That's obviously why we use creative finance. So again, going down to, if I'm just getting started, what does this mean for me? Well, you can always go and do a fix and flip. I have a fix and flip guide. We'll give you guys that down below. You can go and click on that. We'll give you a step-by-step fix and flip guide. Where do I find a fix and flip? How do I get the funding for it? All of those types of things. We also have a guide on step-by-step getting into creative finance. How can I buy my first rental? How can I buy my first primary home? Step-by-step guide down below in the comments. What I would be doing right now if I'm just getting started, is I would probably join a team. I would join a team probably with people that have been ahead of me by a year, 2 years, join that team, utilize their experience. Now, how do I do that? One thing that we're working on is something called the No One Left Behind Challenge. We're going to be doing this in December of 2024, where you can join a team of other people in my community anywhere in the country. They will put you on their team as a new freshman person that's brand new to real estate, utilize their experience and bring you into the fold to help you get your first deal. If you guys are interested in being part of a challenge like that, where you can have people that are ahead of you get you your first deal. Now, as somebody who's also buying real estate, here are the things that I'm going to be focusing on over the next 12 to 24 months. Affordability is not going to change, okay? So this is going to still be a problem. People cannot afford where they're living. One of the things that we are focusing on is co-living, right? So as I go and buy more properties, the way I'm acquiring these properties, so acquisition strategy is subject to. I'm acquiring these properties subject to. This is still an incredibly hot strategy, right? There's still a lot of rates out there, the 2.5%, 3%, 4% rates that I can gobble up via subject to. And if it's a single family property, what I'm doing is I'm turning those into co-living properties, and my co-living properties are averaging somewhere around $1,500 a month in net cash flow, right? For most people to be like, I'm done, I never want to have to worry about money ever again, you really only need, I'd say about 6 of these, and you're gonna be past the 6-figure mark, right? You're gonna be making over $100,000 a year if you have 6 of these total. If you wanna see our step-by-step guide on how we buy properties subject to, we'll have a link down there below. There are great videos on exactly how we find these deals. And we even have this amazing series, step-by-step on how subject to works, how do I find these deals, how do I fund them, etc. Okay? So affordability is going to continue to be a major problem. Right now, the average rent in Maricopa County is $1,700 for a 2-bed, 1-bath apartment. My co-living properties are being rented out for $875 per room. And so we're filling these properties up incredibly quickly. And we just did a video breakdown with Jack Selby, a video that we'll suggest right here for you. If you guys want to go and watch that video and see how did I find this deal, how did I turn it into a co-living, what the heck co-living is, go and check that video out down below or right here on the screen. And until next time, please give us a little bit of love. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you in another video.